Syrian Arab Army continues its progress in Al-Mleha near Damascus and pounds the terrorists in Aleppo and Daraa, killing many of them. Syrian government asserts that Germany has joined the orchestra of countries attempting to hinder the presidential elections. Russia says it's going to respect the results of referendums in Donetsk and Logansk, while Kiev's authorities sends a parade of shells at Donetsk. Good afternoon, this is news in English from the Syrian Arab television in Damascus. The Syrian Foreign and Expatriates Ministry stressed that the Federal Republic of Germany joined the countries which are trying to hinder the presidential elections in Syria. Germany is participating in what Syria is suffering from by supporting, financing and arming the armed terrorist groups aiming at destroying Syria, its people and targeting its national decisions. The ministry said that those countries should know that Syria is a sovereign and independent state and its decisions are made by its own people according to their national law and constitution. The ministry stressed that the increasing anger of these countries is not astonishing due to the Syrian people's victories and to the achievements made by the Syrian Arab Army. So they prevented the Syrian citizens in their countries from casting their ballots in Syrian embassies, according to the rules of the international law. In Aleppo, Syrian Arab Army repelled attempts and attacks by terrorist groups on the secure areas of Al-Rashidin, Al-Amiriyah, Al-Laylamun and Al-Zahra, inflicting heavy casualties among the terrorists. Syrian Army also eliminated several gatherings of the terrorists and destroyed their vehicles in Deir Hafir, Arbid, and the industrial city in Sheikh Najjar, as well as in Handarat, Al-Jbeli, Kafar Hamra, Ma'idin, Bayanoun, and Beni Zaid. For more than a week by now, armed terrorist groups have been cutting off water supplies to the city of Aleppo. Going to Damascus countryside, Syrian Arab Armenians continued their progress in Al-Mleha and they managed to cut off the routes of supply that supplies the terrorists. In Daraa, Syrian Arab Armenians fended off attacks by the armed terrorist groups on the town of Khirbat Ghazala and inflicted heavy casualties among the attackers. Syrian Arab Army units also fought an infiltration attempt by the terrorists who tried to sneak towards the town of Jadal and destroyed a number of their vehicles, killing many terrorists and injuring others. In Hosh al-Sharid, in Al-Lajat, Syrian Arab Army also eliminated a terrorist group in Tel al-Zatar in southwestern part of Al-Zaydi Valley. Members of the Syrian community in France reiterated the rejection of the French government's decision to prevent the Syrian expatriates in France from practicing their right to cast ballots in the presidential elections, asserting that this decision is a blatant aggression on the Syrian sovereignty. Hundreds of Syrian citizens gathered at the Saint Michael Square in the French capital Paris, denouncing the unjust decision of the French government that prevents them from participating in the forthcoming presidential elections. In a similar context, in Jordan, many Syrians continued to flock into the Syrian embassy in Amman to register their names as eligible voters so that they would be able to participate in the forthcoming elections to choose a president of the Syrian Arab Republic. Iranian President Hassan Rouhani stressed that Iran won't stop its peaceful nuclear program. Rouhani said that his country did not and will not work for processing nuclear weapons, nor weapons of mass destruction despite its ability to make them, calling on the West to admit Tehran's legitimate rights. Russian President Vladimir Putin stressed that his country respects the people's will of the two provinces of Donetsk and Logansk in the south and east of Ukraine, as the referendum will be implemented in a civilized way. The national referendum of self-determination in the two areas of Donetsk and Lugansk yesterday witnessed a huge turnout. The results pointed out that the percentage of supporters to independence in Donetsk province is about 90% in retaliation on the referendum that came to the side of independence from Ukraine. The new authorities in Kiev renewed its bombardment over Salavinsk city amid reports of casualties and material damages. With this, we come to the end of our news for today. Thank you for watching. For more details about Syria and the region and to view this bulletin again, you can always visit our website in English, www.syriaonline.sy.